Well, a longtime CNN producer accused of unlawful sexual activity with minors remains behind bars tonight after his arraignment in Burlington. In U.S. District Court this afternoon, John Griffin's attorney asked for an extension to review, quote, a substantial amount of documents. Local 22's Jolie Sherman was there in person to let us know more tonight, but we should note, Jolie, right off the bat, no cameras were allowed inside the courtroom.
That's right, Mike. It's a case we'll keep a close eye on, as some of it happened in Ludlow, Vermont. Today, 44-year-old John Griffin pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of attempting to coerce and entice girls under 18 to engage in illegal sexual activity, and 1 count of succeeding in such an attempt. If he's convicted, Griffin would face at least 10 years in prison on each count.
At John Griffin's arraignment, the longtime CNN producer pleaded not guilty to federal sex crime charges. Prosecutors say the 44-year-old often used a sex-themed website to find parents who would allow him to engage in sexual activity with their minor daughters. Griffin is accused of trying to lure 4 girls ages 16, 14, 13, and 9 to his Ludlow, Vermont home by communicating with their parents online. Court documents show he admitted having, quote, sexually trained girls as young as 7. In one chat conversation, he reportedly suggested that a mother in Nevada and her 9-year-old daughter should travel to Vermont, where she was directed to, and did, engage in criminal sexual activity. Griffin is also accused of trying to delete chat records, encrypt files, and pay witnesses, some as much as $30,000. When a parent confided in Griffin about similar criminal sexual behavior against their own baby, Griffin is accused of encouraging it, reportedly saying, quote, "What you're doing is right, okay?" Griffin's lawyer, David Kirby, asked for an extension to review more documents given, quote, the complexity of the case. The judge granted Kirby's request, ordering his client to remain in federal custody. Neither Kirby nor U.S. Attorney Nicholas Carest was available to comment.
Griffin's lawyer, David Kirby, has been given until March 22, 2022 to review more documents. In the meantime, Griffin will be detained in New Hampshire with no conditions of release. Reporting in the newsroom tonight, I'm Jolie Sherman.